And we say good morning to you, broadcasting live at Double C Western Supply on this Tuesday, August the 30th, 2022, the final Tuesday of the month. Coming up on, Thursday will be September the 1st, brand new month. So we are here broadcasting live at Double C Western Supply. Got all kinds of new things. Diana's taking a break today, so we've got ourselves the responsibility to tell you about Double C Western Supply, so we'll do that the best we can. We can't take her place, obviously. Not even we'll try to, but we'll do the best we can. Given the fact, got some really cool things. For example, how about this right here? Oh, boy, I love this. The Huey hat, the John Wayne Huey hat. How about that? The Duke. Is that not cool? That is cool. This is the built to perform, water and sweat resistant, the authentic snapback hat. Again, the Duke Huey hat, John Wayne hat. Is that not cool? That is cool. And, again, that's one of the new hats. Here's another one. Don't make a big mouth, don't make a big man. How about that? That's pretty cool, too. There's a new hat they just got in. Big mouth, don't make a big man. And then also, this is another one with the design here again from Huey. And so there you go. That's another one that's just brand spanking new, just came in. So good stuff. That's just some of the things going on. We're going to be joined by Laura Cook, the volleyball coach at Science Hill, joins us. Also, Tanner Cook, sports writer, John City Press, Kingsport Times News, talking some high school sports. And also going to be joined by Jeff Beverly with the preview of Tennessee's home opener and season opener Thursday night at Neyland Stadium against the Ball State Cardinals. He'll be here to tell us all about that and give us the breakdown of the offense, defense. He really does a very, very thorough job of taking care of things like that for us. And so he'll be with us coming up a little bit later in the show to preview the Tennessee Ball State season opener for the Big Orange of Josh Heupel coming up a little bit later on here in the show. We've got Major League Baseball. We've got a story involving a college football team, the players, the tails wagging the dog. We'll tell about that, which is an interesting story, to say the least. Got Major League Baseball. Last night, Big Albert did it again. Albert Pujols is having an incredible run. I sure hope this guy doesn't quit. I know it's his last year, and he's getting ready to retire, but I hope he thinks twice about it and comes back again because he's being very productive. He's setting more and more records last night for the big slugger for the St. Louis Cardinals. So all about that and more. First, let's get the national anthem kicked in from the good folks that were gracious enough to do this. That would be the good folks known as the Kingdom Heirs, the official Southern Gospel group of Dollywood. And so we'll do that in the verse of the day and get right into it. Right after this this song, if you will, from the Kingdom Heirs, the national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live again at Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street in Elizabethton, where they have the new hats. I'm just going to kind of drop stuff in during the show. So Diana's not here today, so we can't do the segment like normal because she's off on assignment. She'll be back. So there's a new Ariat hat. Is that not cool? Good-looking hat for $45. Look at that right there. DoubleCWesternSupply.com, by the way, where you can find all this. The Chacos, they're going to be bringing me some Chacos here in a minute. The Chacos are half off. There's an Ariat hat looking good right there. That would look good on any guy or girl for that matter. Here's another one looking good too, and we'll get into some baseball. Ariat, look at this one right here. Good-looking brand-new hat just got in. Look at that. Gorgeous. Got the brown going, kind of the, I guess it's a straw. Again, she's not here to tell us. Hello, Linda Pierce in Ohio. How you doing, lady? So there's some Ariat. There's another Ariat hat. And then here's the last one. Man, I like this one. But I get mine are Stetsons from Double C. So, but here's a Twister hat. That looks good, too. You fold them flaps down, I may get that, but these are, I don't think they've been very good. So we'll just stick to what I wear, but that's a good-looking hat, too. Good stuff here, again, from Double C Western Supply, where all the Chacos, men and women's, are 50% off right now while they last. Also, the Simply Southern shirts, right inside the door, they're $10. Ain't many left. They've really, since I was here last week to check on what to talk about, they've really put the hammer on it. So there are some left. There's still a good selection, but there's been a lot of traffic in here to take advantage of the Simply Southern T-shirts, too. Hello, Betty Lacey. Hello to William Welch. All right, Major League Baseball from yesterday and last night. It was the Cardinals all over the Reds, 13-4. Albert Pujols, big night last night for the big guy. He continues to swing a big stick. Albert Pujols, again. Hello, Sam. Were you going to bring me some Chacos? No. Little Sam's going to bring me some Chacos. There you go. All right, Cardinals. Albert Pujols last night, home run number 694. Now, how about this? How about this for a stat? Albert Pujols hit a home run against his 450th different pitcher, which is a major league record. This guy's hit 694 home runs against at least 450 different pitchers. So what's that tell you? It tells you no matter who's up there on the mound throwing. Last night it was Ross Detweiler. Didn't matter. Big Albert is going to take it. This is a 369-foot two-run homer to right field. He's hit a home run against 450 different pitchers. That is an incredible stat. Cardinals blew him out 13-4. Pujols has 8 home runs in August. He's tied Barry Bonds and Carl Yastrzemski for the most in a single month by a player age 42 or older. Big Albert can do it, folks. He is not slowing down. I hope he doesn't quit. It's supposed to be his last year. Most home runs Pujols has hit in a single calendar month since 2015. There's more stats, more numbers. His 134th career home run, 134th career home run in August. Pujols' most prolific month. Big Albert broke a tie with Alex Rodriguez for that particular record. He's now just 2 home runs shy of tying Rodriguez for 4th in the all-time list at 696. Wow. Pujols has reached 15 home runs in a season for the 21st time in his career, which ties Bonds for the most in Major League history. I mean, the numbers just continue to pile up for Albert Pujols. I hope the guy does not retire. I'd love to see him go one more year. Obviously, he's still got it. Come on, man. Life's too short. Have fun with it. Come back out and play one more year. Even if it's on a limited scale. Big Albert's still doing it. What I say, 13 home runs and 8 home runs in the month of August for Albert Pujols. That's incredible. Cardinals blow out the Reds 13-4. Other winners, the Dodgers, Toronto, Minnesota, Milwaukee, the Angels, Arizona, and San Diego. Braves were off last night. They start a series back up tonight. The Bravos back home against Colorado. The Reds will continue their series against the Cardinals in Cincinnati. Other matchups tonight, Baltimore, Cleveland. The Orioles still hanging. We'll show you in a minute. They're still hanging for a wild card spot, which I think is really cool. Tampa Bay, Miami. Oakland at Washington. The Cubs will open up a series in Toronto against the Blue Jays. Seattle at Detroit. The Dodgers and the Mets in New York. Good matchup there. The Dodgers and the Mets at Citi Field in New York. That's a good one. 2 first-place teams playing. Boston and Minnesota, Houston and Texas, Kansas City will be in Chicago to battle the White Sox, Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. Other games coming up in Major League Baseball tonight. The Yankees and the Angels continue their series, Game 2 in Anaheim. Philadelphia at Arizona and San Diego at San Francisco. Last night, Aaron Judge hits number 50 for the Yankees. Judge now, the 7th player, just the 7th player in Major League history to reach 50 home runs before September. Judge having a big year. He's obviously an MVP candidate in the American League. So is Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani hit his 29th last night. Big ball game. Again, it was the Angels winning that game 4-3 over the New York Yankees last night. Sellout crowd. Aaron Judge goes deep for the Yankees, and Shohei Ohtani went deep for the Los Angeles Angels. Standings in the American League, the Yankees down to 7. They've lost 3 in a row. They're 5-5 in the last 10 games. Yankees only a 7-game lead now over Tampa Bay, who's now won 7 out of 10. And don't look down. Here comes Toronto. They're hanging too. Toronto has won 6 out of 10, so they're breathing down the neck of the Yankees as well. In the Central, Cleveland's lead now 1.5 games over Minnesota, who's won 4 in a row. Chicago back to a 5-game deficit. Houston over Seattle by 11.5. It's not a game, not a race there at all. Then you look and see coming up in the National League, the Mets have won 6 out of 10. The Braves have won 7 out of 10. The Mets lead the Braves by 3. In the Mets, well, who are they playing? I said that, didn't I? Oh, the Mets and the Dodgers. Whoo, big matchup. Citi Field tonight. Braves will be watching the scoreboards as they entertain Colorado in Atlanta. Who goes for the Braves tonight? Should be Max Fried. Yep, Fried, 12-4 for the Braves tonight. He'll be on the hill. Then you have in the Central Division, the Cardinals lead Milwaukee by 6. The Dodgers, it's a blowout in the West. It's not even worth talking about. It's not even close. Wild card races, American League. Top 3 teams right now. Tampa Bay, Seattle, and Toronto. Baltimore hanging on the outside looking in. Man, I hope they do it. They've been such a dog for years, and now they're playing really good baseball. In the National League, your wild cards, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and San Diego in that order. So that's a look at Major League Baseball as we have it. So Cardinals, again, Albert Pujols continues to show the way. And Aaron Judge hit number 50 last night. Only the 7th player in Major League history to get 50 home runs before September, which will be on Thursday, of course. He has a chance to increase that again coming up tonight when they play again. College football, top 25, who's playing where? Let's get that for you. Here are the Chacos. Let me show you this. Here's one of the pairs that are 50% off. All the Chacos in the store, men and women, and there's a bunch of them, or there was. Again, they've sold a ton of these too. These are 50% right now. Why would you not? If you can get anything half price in this day and age, why would you not either online, CWesternSupply.com, or just come into the store and get them? Half off on that one. Here's another one that's half off. This is for the gents. Good-looking shoe. In this case, a Chaco. Got the, I always like looking at the tread. There's the tread. This one's also 50% off. Everything men and women's Chacos right now, 50% off. And is this a Chaco? Yep, it is. Here's another Chaco. With kind of the tie-dyed looking, I guess kind of the tie-dyed looking. Get up here a little closer. There's your straps. And there's your tread. And your price is half off. Is this a Chaco too? I don't know if this is a Chaco or not. See, Diana's not here today. Yeah, it is. It's a Chaco. So, yep, I think. Am I going to misstep here on this one? Yep, there it is. Chaco. Yep. Half off on this one, too. Look at that. Is that not cool? That's cool. Neat. Actual leather. It's got that little design on the sunflower and the turquoise leaf. Pretty cool. I like it. And lightweight, goodness. And these are also half off right now. So there you go. That's what's happening. So we're not going to do it like she can do it, obviously, because she's not here today. Hello, Carl Wilson. How you doing? Saw you yesterday, sir, at Chick-fil-A. Volleyball tonight, Cyclones in Johnson County, 6:15 airtime. 6:30 we'll get going with it from John Treadway Gymnasium. Last night, Dobbins Minutes JV team 27-0 win over the Cyclones. Our players of the game were Bailey Cannon and Jesse Whitehead were our 2 players of the game last night. Cyclones lose 27-0. Those 2 guys played a lot of defense and made a lot of good hits, so they were our players of the game. They'll get free sandwiches from Port Travis Deli. Top 25 college football. Here we go. We're ready. Thursday night, 3 teams playing involving top 25. 17th ranked Pittsburgh, future opponent of Tennessee, hosting West Virginia. Good old backyard rivalry there. 12th ranked Oklahoma State should blow out Central Michigan. They'll entertain them again at Boone's Pickens Stadium for the Cowboys in Oklahoma. And then 22nd ranked Wake Forest will take on the Cadets of VMI on Thursday night. Top 25 on Friday. 15th ranked Michigan State taking on Western Michigan, the Broncos at Spartan Stadium. That'll be in Lansing, of course, the home of the Sparties. Then on Saturday, chronologically, here we go. The early games, number 6 Texas A&M, the Aggies against Sam Houston State. Blowout. 13th ranked North Carolina State at East Carolina. Should be a blowout. East Carolina's could be very stubborn. We'll see. That's an in-state football game, too. East Carolina's kind of the redheaded stepchild against North Carolina State and North Carolina, so they would love, obviously, to pull off the upset. 8th-ranked Michigan entertaining Colorado State at the Big House early on Saturday. 24th-ranked Houston goes to Texas San Antonio. 9th-ranked Oklahoma hosting UTEP. Other top 25 college football teams kicking in. First full week, we're ready to go. The Biggie, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 3:30 kickoff. 3rd-ranked Georgia, 11th-ranked Oregon. Could be an interesting game. Another top 25 game. 23rd ranked Cincinnati at number 19 Arkansas. Razorback Stadium at 3:30. 16th ranked Miami, Florida hosting Bethune-Cookman. 21st ranked Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin and the boys hosting Troy at 4 o'clock on Saturday. 25th ranked BYU goes to South Florida. 14th ranked Southern Cal will entertain Rice. 7th ranked Utah will go to Florida to battle the Gators in a night game. Also under the lights, 20th ranked Kentucky at Kroger Field in Lexington hosting Miami of Ohio. 18th ranked Wisconsin hosting Illinois State. 10th ranked Baylor, the Bears with a checkbook game against Albany. The other big matchup, Georgia and Oregon in the afternoon at 7:30 from the Shoe in Columbus, Ohio Stadium. The Buckeyes, number 2 in this country, taking on the 5th ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Ohio State on that one all the way. Top-ranked Alabama blowing out Utah State at Bryant-Denny Stadium at 7:30. And then the last one will be on Monday, Labor Day. 4th-ranked Clemson will be at Georgia Tech to battle the Ramblin' Wreck on Monday. So there's your top 25. No question, the 3 good games will be Cincinnati at Arkansas, of course, Georgia hosting Oregon, and Notre Dame being at Ohio State. Those are your big 3. Tennessee takes on Ball State on Thursday. We'll talk to Jeff Beverly about that, get his take on that big ball game coming up, and we'll do that a little bit later on here in the show. Again, they're now selling Cyclone merchandise here. Here's a Cyclone shirt if you're a Cyclone fan. And that's, I think I've got on the screen. Yep, Cyclones. There's one that's in here now in stock. And they've been selling a lot of these, too, by the way. They don't mess around. You're looking at my hat. There's my hat right there. Let's put it back over here. Yeah, there you go. So I've got room for my merchandise here. Cyclones, that's one of the shirts. All right, let's show you another one of these before we go to the break. Got Laura Cook coming up next. These are long-sleeve shirts. Here's just Tuffy the Cyclone. Is that on there? Yep, Tuffy's a Cyclone. Okay. Here's one more. We got 2 more. So here's the black T-shirt with Tuffy and Elizabeth and Cyclones on it. There you go. Let's see. I need to pull back the other side and get that C better. There you go. Elizabeth and Cyclones, that's all long-sleeve black T-shirt. And we got one more here. What's it say here? It says, it's a Cyclone thing. Yep, there you go. Yeah, I like that, too. It's a Cyclones thing. So if you're a Cyclones fan out there watching, these are all in stock and available here at Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton. So they have brought on a line of apparel, obviously, to sell for the Cyclone fans, and they've been selling a bunch of them, too. I can tell you that. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. Laura Cook joins us coming up. She's a volleyball coach at Science Hill High School. She joins us right after this from Port Travis Deli, one of our great sponsors on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Folks from Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread. We've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami. Make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. You know, if you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game. Don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need?
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
About 10 to 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by here and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show in Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. Mm-hmm. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher-ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Great folks at Physical Therapy Services.
Hi, this is Mandy Lewis with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Did you know we can quickly and conveniently deliver Mary Kay products directly to you? We offer easy-to-do home and office delivery. Avoid standing in a line for your skincare products when Mary Kay can ship them right to your door through the customer delivery service. Find out today how we can ship the hundreds of quality Mary Kay products right to your door. Contact me today at marykay.com/mlewis10377. That's marykay.com/mlewis10377.
On our buddy Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home. What's going on at Ivy Hall right now?
Yes, sir. Ivy Hall, we're accepting long-term or short-term admissions. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, all insurances. We'd love to have you. You come out, you need some rehab, we'd love to help you. We got private rooms for rehab people. We can get you in, take care of you, send you home, and the food is absolutely out of this world.
Types of rehab you guys do?
Yes, sir. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, respiratory therapy, and like I said, short-term or long-term residents. Yes, sir.
Yep. You also are looking for help?
Yes. I'm looking for RNs, LPNs, CNAs. If you want to be a housekeeper, laundry, kitchen, we're hiring. All departments are hiring at Ivy Hall.
Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Social media, how do we find you?
Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or ivyhallnursinghome.com is where you go to fill out an application to work.
Love promoting these folks right here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. It is the one and only right here in Elizabethton, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
And back at the Tom Daly Sports Show, thanks to me, we're trying to make contact with Laura Cook, and I guess her cell phone service a little shaky there at Science Hill, so I can't make contact with her, which I hate. So anyway, that's what's going on. We've got all kinds of things on sale here. We've got the Chacos that are 50% off, all the Chacos 50% off, again, at Double C Western Supply. You also have the Simply Southern T-shirts right inside the door on the bench. They got them $10. What's left of those? Those are on sale. And so for $10 regular, $18 to $24, got them whacked down to $10. There's summer shirts to move them on, of course. And then also they've got the clearance racks. They got several clearance racks full of clothes. We can get some of those too, have them bring to us and let you see what all's on sale. But most of those are 50% off. So anyway, that's what's going on here. Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth on Railroad Street. Of course, the website is doublecwesternsupply.com. And again, got some Huey hats. They sell a ton of Huey hats. Let me show you these. We're going to get into the Players of the Week, High School Players of the Week. Top of the hour, Tanner Cook joins us. And then a little bit later on, Jeff Beverly with the preview of the Tennessee Ball State game. Here's the new Huey hat. Check this out. These things fly out of here. I'm here to tell you. Look at that. It's a really cool design on the cap, or on the bill, rather. The old Huey hat, that looks good. There's one. Here's another one. This is the original Flex Fit. There you go. There's that one. Get up a little closer to show you the. Of course, you need to come in and see these. My camera's not doing them justice. Here's one that's got the Huey with the rope on it. There you go. Huey hat. Good-looking hat there, too. They sell a ton of Hueys. And here's the last one. This is a turquoise and black designed Huey. So these guys are all water and sweat resistant as well. So the Hueys, they sell a ton of Huey hats here at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth on Railroad Street, right beside our great sponsor, Valvoline Express Care. All right, here we go. The Northeast Tennessee Football Honors Week number 2. We have 5-star athletes. The number one-star athlete, Nehemiah Edwards out of Unicoi County, 13 carries, 180 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Of course, head coach Rice on yesterday they pounded Cosby 42-0. Here's those horns again on behind me. Every time I'm here, I got those horns on my head. The 2-star athlete of the week, Joe Henley out of Cherokee. Henley, 316 all-purpose yards, 7 catches for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns, and 204 yards on kickoff returns. This guy had a night. And so that was Joe Henley, the 2-star athlete of the week. 3-star, Drake Fisher out of Sullivan East. Fisher, 24 out of 35 passes, 248 yards and a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown in their win over Pigeon Forge. Drake Fisher, our 3-star quarterback, or 3-star athlete of the week, rather. All this out of the Johnson City Press. The 4-stars, LaMarcus Dunn out of Crockett. 9 passes, 187 yards, and 3 touchdowns for LaMarcus Dunn. And then the 5-star player of the week, we had him on yesterday, Coach Zach Benfield, one of his players, Gage McKinney out of Cloudland. 400 all-purpose yards, 5 touchdowns, rushed for 317 yards, and 4 touchdowns over Unaka. Gage McKinney. Wow. More than 400 all-purpose yards by himself. And scored 5 touchdowns. Pretty good night at the office when you think. Rushed for 317 yards by himself and 4 touchdowns. Gage McKinney, the 5-star athlete of the week. 1-star Nehemiah Edwards, Unicoi County, the running back. 2-star Joe Henley out of Cherokee, halfback. 3-star the quarterback Drake Fisher out of Sullivan East. The 4-star of the week, LaMarcus Dunn, the wideout from Crockett. And the 5-star player of the week, Gage McKinney, the running back out of Cloudland. So very impressive, to say the least, for these young men from the Northeast Tennessee Football Honors Week number 2. We've got ourselves a good football game coming up Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff at Burley Stadium. Here's the numbers. The 7th time in 4 seasons we'll play Greenville. 7th time in 4 seasons. We have combined Elizabethton and Greenville 7 state titles, including 4 out of the last 5 in Class 4A. Of course, Cyclones lose in double overtime last year to Tullahoma. I can still throw up over that one. And so Cyclones will roll in there again. They've won 5 out of the last 6 meetings. Elizabethton's beat Greenville 5 out of the last 6 times. We'll find out on Friday night. Airtime 6:30. Kickoff at 7 o'clock from Burley Stadium in Greenville. Should be a heck of a matchup. Looking forward to it. And it's going to be a lot of fun, to say the least, to bring that one to you coming up again on Friday night. Richard Van Huss, Cassidy Fowler, and yours truly going to bring it to you from audio only from Burley Stadium in Greenville. Why can't we have the picture? I get that everywhere. I don't have that answer. I don't know. We're not. We're going to be audio, and that's the best we can do, and that's why we'll make it roll. So, again, Cyclones won 5 out of the last 6 times they've played. We'll throw that out the window, come up Friday night. Got to move. I don't like those horns. All right, let's take a look at soccer last night. Dobbins win it all over Crockett, 9-0. Chucky Doak blanking Volunteers, 7-0. Tonight, your schedule, Science Hill plays at Crockett. Westridge at Daniel Boone. Elizabethton's ladies go to Sullivan East. Tennessee High will travel to Greenville. Unicoi County Soccer at Volunteer. West Green at University High. And Lakeway Christian will play at Providence Academy coming up today. And that's your high school soccer schedule in Tennessee. Volleyball from last night. It was Volunteer beating Elizabethton 3-0. Crockett over Providence Academy 3-1. Granger 3, Unicoi County 0. Morristown East beat Daniel Boone in volleyball 3-2. Dobbins Minute beats Tennessee High 3-0. South Green beats Sullivan East 3-0. So today you have Unicoi County at Tennessee High, and ours in volleyball South Green and Dobbins Minute being played at Sevier Middle School, and then ours will be as well, 6:30. On air at 6:15, the Cyclones hosting Johnson County in girls high school volleyball for tonight. Then we go to golf. Let's take a look at golf, see what happened there in Elizabethton Golf Club yesterday. It was a 4-team meet. Science Hill wins it, shooting a 153 as a team. Boone Hatcher shot a 36 to be the medalist for Science Hill. John Cheek shot a 38, and Will Wells shot a 38. Westridge top 3 golfers. Grayson Manus 38, Raiden Collier 41, and Wyatt Cochran shot a 42. Elizabethton shot a 173, led by Luke Campbell's 39, Chase Buck 43, and Alex Gouge 43. Hampton shot a 217. Their leader was Jonah Gable, shot a 50. Ezra Tolley shot a 53, and Jackson Smith shot a 54. Now on the ladies' side, 4 teams. Science Hill wins it, shooting an 83. Westridge shot a 94. Elizabethton shot a 95, and Hampton shot a 96. Very close on all 4 of those. Rachel Smith was a medalist. She was from Science Hill. She shot a 37. Westridge shot a 94, as we said. Arabella Laughlin shot a 46. Isabel Thompson shot a 48. Meg Dotson shot a 51 for Westridge. Elizabethton's top 3. Hannah McDonald shot a 45. Ashlyn Guy shot a 50. And Maylee Stout shot a 50. And then in Hampton's corner, they shot a 96. Riley McLean shot a 47. Macy Henry shot a 49. And Grace Jenkins shot a 62. So there you go in the golf there. All that at Elizabethton Golf Club from yesterday. So that's Science Hills boys. Boone Hatcher was a medalist. Science Hills girls. Rachel Smith was a medalist. And that's what happened yesterday at Elizabethton Golf Course. We're live here again at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth. We'll take a break, come right back. We got more for you. Top of the hour, Tanner Cook joins us in about 15 minutes, talking high school sports, talking baseball, whatever's on his mind. The sports writer, John City Press, Kingsport Times News. And then a little bit later on, Jeff Beverly with the preview of the Tennessee Ball State game coming up on Thursday. Quick break. We'll be right back. How about this from our buddy Greg Maupin, right next door where we are, literally, again on Railroad Street. He is right next door, and see what he's got to say about what's going on at Valvoline Express Care on show number 1,691 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton. Talking to our buddy Greg Maupin. Let's talk oil changes. In, out, on your way. Tell us about getting an oil change at Valvoline Express Care.
No need for an appointment. Reservation, just come in. It's a pull-through service. We're going to be here about 15 minutes. We got new customer forms out there. If you've not been here before, we're going to take your basic information, and we're going to put that car in the database right there. It's going to pull up everything Josh needs to know. We got Josh on the bottom today, so he's going to clear it, make sure everything's good before they start. And since that process starts, he's going to drop it. He's going to check all the fluids up top. He's going to air the tires up. He's going to check the wipers. He's going to reset that maintenance light, and in and out in about 15 minutes.
Yep. If you're here more than 15 minutes, there's something wrong, right?
There's something wrong. Valvoline comes in and checks us quarterly. They come in top to bottom, make sure the products where they should be, make sure the products are what they should be, and make sure we're running it. Valvoline, at the end of the day, has the top quick lube program
in the country.
In the country.
3 oil changes: conventional, semi-synthetic, max life, and full synthetic. You have 3 to choose from, right?
We got 3 to choose from. We've got everything from 020. We've got 016 now, ultra thin, and some of the new stuff's gone for that. 540, 1540, 030, 040, 530, 520, 1030. We've got those in conventional. Most of those zeros are going to be synthetic or full synthetic or synthetic blend. But if your car calls for it, we've got it.
Hours you're open?
We are open 8 to 5:30 through the week, 8 to 2 on Saturday.
You're in, you're out, you're on your way here on Railroad Street in Elizabethton. Again, look for all the U-Hauls. You know you're right at the right place at Valvoline Express Care. They don't mess around, folks. You stay in your vehicle, you pay out there, you stay if there's any questions, and, of course, you will be asked to start it back up and all that, so that aids in getting you out in a quick time. So 15 minutes or less, you're out of here, folks. I'm telling you. And the last time I had mine done, 12 minutes and 24 seconds, so they don't mess around. You're in, you're out, you're on your way. Valvoline Express Care, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Football and Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
How about new furniture for only $1 a day? At Cannon's, you can get your new furniture for about $1 a day and pay no interest. Over 700 items for only $1 a day. Plus, it's all in stock. No waiting, and you could be enjoying your new furniture tonight. Come to Cannon's today and save.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Sam is going to hand me, let's do this right. These are half price right here. We want to get these in, show you. This is, how much is that? I don't,
33 Simply Southern and half of 33.
half of 33 be $17.50. There you go. Is that right? See, half of 32, 16. Yeah, 17 and some change. This is a Simply Southern. This would be a, what would you describe this as, young lady? She said, I'll help you, but I'm not going to get on camera. This would be a sweater, chocolate brown sweater. Look here, folks. This is for the ladies. And this is half off at $17 right there. Good on a cool night for a football game. So there's this one. All right. Simply Southern. That kind of tells you what it is. On the, duh. And the sale price on this was?
It's half off of the tag.
All right. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you didn't. I didn't bring my glasses.
Okay, I can get it.
47.48.
Half of $47 is $24.23 and some change. So there you go. Under $25 for this one, Simply Southern. Charcoal gray with a Simply Southern shirt, obviously the lettering on it. All right, let's go to this one. All right. This is a vest. It goes for $50, half price. This is a J. Wayne women's vest. It's half off. It's $25 right here for this. While they've got them. A lot of these are one of a kind, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did not buy that one last year. I did, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I bought that for her last year. So
Yes.
Here we go.
That one up there, it is $60, it'll be $30.
$30, and she liked it. This looks good. You talking about on a nice, cool Friday night, nice warm sweater. This is $30, half price. A lot of these are one of a kind, right? I mean, once they're gone, they're gone. So this one's half price, folks. $30 for this. The only one we've got left is an extra large. So there you go.
There's another one out there.
Maybe one more. Okay, all right. So I bought this one too, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I spent a lot of money in here, folks. This is the Wrangler, and this is the $55. What's half of Missy? What's half of 55? $27.50. She knew that. She is so good in math and ciphering. $27.50. Hello, Linda Wagner. How you doing? This one is Diana's not here today, so this is a team effort. Missy, Sam, and Tom try to pull this off because Diana's out today. She is on assignment. So this is what you say this was. It was half of. Oh Lord, no, it was more. 55. That's right. $27.50 for this, folks. Now I can tell you, I have one of these myself, and I can tell you, firsthand experience, this rascal will keep you warm right here. I don't know what is that on the inside of this. That's what keeps you warm. It's
Kind of quilted fabric.
Yeah, quilted fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was neoprene. Whatever it is,
You know, it could be.
I think it is. Whatever it is, it'll keep you warm. I bought her one of these. Bought me one of these.
We have a gray one like it too.
Yeah. I bought her this here at Double C. Folks, I'm telling you, this works. It looks really snazzy on a young lady, I can tell you. Blue jeans and boots. Woo, doggies. There you go. Bought her one of those, and I bought this Wrangler. How many of those Wranglers we have left?
We have a gray one, and I think that one.
Okay.
It's only two.
Only have two left. These are half off on the 50% clearance rack, and once they're gone, obviously they're gone. They're ones of a kind. Tanner Cook joins us in a few minutes. Hello, Linda Wagner. Tell Missy to get on camera. Linda says to get Missy on camera. She said she's not doing it, so... Here's some Cyclone shirts. Let's run back through these again. It's a Cyclones thing. These are brand new design, new prints. Can I see that pretty good on the screen? Yep. Well, not really. It's a Cyclone thing. Again, I'm winging it because Diana's not here today. How's that look? Does that look good? It's a Cyclones thing. Okay, there's that. This is the other long sleeve shirt that's in here now selling Cyclone at Double C. Does that look good? Yeah, Cyclones with Tuffy. I think can't see the camera, so hello, Lisa Baker. Hey, hi, Missy, and hey, Tom. Hello, lady. How you doing? So we are doing this by committee. Here is Tuffy by himself. There you go. And long sleeve orange shirt. These retail for how much?
They're
$25 for these shirts. And this one just says Cyclones, and there you go. Tanner Cook coming up in a few minutes, talking sports. We're here, again, winging it by committee. And we sold a lot of Chacos, ladies? Linda Wagner says, Missy, get on the camera. So
no, Linda, not today.
she says, no, not today. No. All right, so what else do we have here? We have
some Ariat men's stuff.
Let me run back to these real quick. So this is a wing. I got those horns on my head. Look at this. Can y'all see at the back? It's like got horns.
Yeah, the horn.
It should be halo. You know it, right, Sam? Shouldn't it be halo?
It sure. Yeah.
You're right. All right. Chaco, half off. This is kind of a tie-dye design, I guess, on the strap, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, we have only got like a couple of those left.
Couple of those left. These are Chacos, men's and women's half off. Here's another Chaco that's 50% off. I like this a lot. Looks good on. That'll look good on a lady. Blue jeans or shorts or whatever. That's always just show you the tread. But there's the Chacos. This one's half off. The supplies are limited because you've had a big sale. You've sold a lot of them, haven't you?
Yes. Yes, we have it.
Here's a boy Chaco or a men's Chaco. This is men's. This is ladies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad. It's a ladies' Chaco. See, that's why I got these ladies here because I don't know what I'm doing. So this is a wing job. Wing job. So half off on these. Gray strap or gray straps in the belt. So not the belt. What do you call that? That thing there. So now I'm getting nervous. Buckle, not a belt. A buckle. A belt. I mean a buckle.
These
Lord
are
have mercy.
American Darling.
Hmm.
Do you want to show these?
Yep.
American Darling.
American Darling. These are half off.
Leather, pure leather, genuine leather. They're like half off. Run around 110.
Man, these are light. These are half off 110, so it'd be 55 and some change, thereabouts. These are American Darling. Look at the leather print on it. That's really sharp. Lightweight. Goodness gracious, that thing's like a feather.
The
Tooled leather print, Sam says. I don't know what to say when you come back there. I don't know what I'm going to say. I didn't say tooled leather print, so I'm getting coached, and that's good. Tooled leather print is a pretty shoe. And there's your tread. So there you go. There's that. Now let's do one more before we go to the break. Let's do this shoe right here. This is women's Ariat boots. There you go. Good looking. Look at that design right there, man. That is sharp. Blue jeans or a dress for church. Anything, really. Long down your ankle dress, I guess, and wear these. That'd look awesome. Blue jeans for sure. And there's your tread. An Ariat, again, for the ladies. Actually, this is Ariat. 220. Okay. For these pair right here. All right. And let's do one more before we go to the break.
These are the tooled also leather at the top.
Brand new?
Men's, we just got those in.
Gosh. Men's and women's or ladies?
Just ladies.
I would think that's ladies, yes. Tooled leather. Look at that, folks. Man, oh, man, that is a good-looking boot right there. Brand spanking new. There's your tread underneath the shoe, of course, Ariat trademark. And these are the tooled leather. And, of course, I'm flipping this thing around. It doesn't do it justice. You come in here and see them for yourself. But you got these. These are brand spanking new. They get shipments in every day. So.
And, well, these right quick. These are new. Also, ladies.
Ladies.
They're like the Fat Baby Ariats.
Fat Baby by Ariats.
Yes.
There's the leather print. I mean, the, not leather. What, leopard print? No. What is that?
Yes.
Leopard print? Yeah. Leopard print, there you go. These are brand spanking new, just got them in. Look at the big thick sole, look at the tread. How much? $100 for these, folks. There you go. That's what we've got right here at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth and Railroad Street. Good stuff. And so, again, me showing you this on the camera for 10 seconds doesn't do it justice. You need to come in here and take a look at them. The Chacos, all the Chacos are 50% off. So we've already bought some and set some back for some people for ho-ho. 117 days to Christmas. Yes. So it's here, folks, or it's going to be here. So we've already set some shoes back for some folks that we think will like the Chacos for Christmas. Come in for layaway. DoubleCWesternSupply.com. Social media, we're on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Double C Western Supply. Again, Diana's not here today, so we're winging this. And it is a total wing job. But Sam's helping me. God bless her. She's good. She just shakes her head and says, boy, you need help. I say, well, thank you. So she's helping me. She's helping me. We'll take a quick break. Tanner Cook joins us next, talking sports. We're live here at Double C Western Supply. We do have volleyball tonight, 6:15 airtime. Baker says, tell them I've got some stuff to bring to the store today from the fair.
All right.
There you go. I have no clue what she's talking about, but I'm being her carrier pigeon, so. You do? All right. There you go. All right, so we got volleyball night against Johnson County, 6:15 airtime, 6:30 first serve. Last night, 27-0. DB's got a really good football team. Jackson Jones, their quarterback's the real deal. He threw, 3 touchdown passes. Cyclones were depleted of some of the kids were sick and hurt, so we didn't have the full ensemble, but no excuses. We got beat 27-0 by a good DB team. And so that is the first one this week. Tonight, volleyball. Thursday night, 2 nights from now, we'll bring you T.A. Duggar football. They're undefeated against Crockett. And then, of course, Friday night, wow, 7th meeting in 4 years. Is that not crazy? The Cyclones in Greenville. Elizabethans won 5 out of the last 6, ready to go. It was good to see Kate Russell out practicing. Good to see Cam Baker back out practicing. I looked down and did a double take. I said, is that Baker? Because last time I saw him, he was on crutches. He's out there walking around. So, that's a big help. Number 4 had a big football game until he got hurt against Science Hill. So we need all the horses in the barn, if you will, because Greenville is loaded, the number 1 team in the state, and for good reason. They blistered Knox Central. They blistered Granger. So don't know how good those teams are, but on paper it looks real good for Greenville. So we'll have our hands full, and they'll have their hands full because the Cyclones will get on the bus and head to Burley Stadium. Sean will join us tomorrow. Yeah, Coach Whitten joins us tomorrow from Chick-fil-A. Hello, Kurt Stevenson. How you doing, sir? We're here live with Double C Western Supply. You don't need to go anywhere else, guys. You got area work jeans. You got area work boots. You got Wrangler jeans. You got the Huey hats. Let me show you these Huey hats real quick. Did they take them back? I hope not. Yep, they took back the Huey hats. But here's one. I think this is really cool. This is a John Wayne hat. It's called the Duke. This is really cool. I like this a lot. The Duke. Isn't that cool? I like that. Good-looking hat. Called the Duke. It's got the little air pockets so your head will breathe and won't sweat. And I like this one, too. Big mouth don't make a big man. Don't talk it. Tell me. Saw you at the Crazy 8. Well, thank you, Kurt. Thank you. I had a blast emceeing the Crazy 8s. It's one of my favorite things to do every year. Fun Fest in July, back in July in Kingsport. Is it hard to believe for you? It is for me that Thursday, September the 1st. Like the other day, it was Easter. It just keeps going flying by faster and faster and faster. All right, we're live here again, Wiz. We're on YouTube now. We keep telling you that, and we can't thank you enough for the response. It's been crazy good. Thank you. There it is. We're on YouTube, Tom Taylor Sports Show, and, of course, still on Facebook. Big thanks to my man who's making that go. That would be the one, the only, Stephen Van de Sandy. He is the man behind this, making all this go, and he's got more ideas, marketing, coming out with a new logo. We just put in an order for more T-shirts to be printed, so we're going to give away some more shirts heading into the fall. Some T-shirts, black T-shirts, say Tom Taylor Sports on it. We're going to give a chance for you to win those. So it's good. We appreciate the good Lord. Oh, we haven't done the verse of the day. I just thought of that. We need to do that for sure. And then we always dedicate this show to the man who hung on the cross. We unashamedly do that. And let's do this right here. And she says, Psalms 9:10. Here's the verse of the day. And they who know your name will lean on and confidently put their trust in you. For you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. He doesn't turn his back on you. I can tell you that firsthand. Saw that jacket, knew it was you. Oh, thank you. Yep. Psalms 9:10. And they who know your name will lean on and confidently put their trust in you. For you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. So, did you mess up today? I have. Did you make a mistake yesterday? You sure you did? I did. He doesn't ever turn his back on us. He doesn't. There's nothing you can do to make him love you. There's nothing you can make him do to stop loving you. He just loves you unconditionally. John 3:16. It's a great verse. He just keeps loving on the folks that are looking for help from him. And they who know your name will lean on and confidently put their trust in you, for you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. Oh, goodness gracious. I screw up every day. Gosh, not every day, every hour. I'm a walking mess up. He said, that's all right. Went up on that cross, spread those arms, said, I love you, Hoss. So, and he does. He loves you too. So, anyway, that's a great verse. Psalms 9:10, our verse of the day. Tanner Cook next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show talking. He's going to be doom and gloom about his Yankees. You wait and see. His Yankees are down to 7 games now. They've squandered this lead. It's down to a pretty competitive situation now with Tampa Bay and Toronto. We'll talk about that, some college football and high school football, and a whole lot more right after this break. We's live. We're at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth and love coming to the store. Getting ready to spend more money. Right after the show. Got shirts, got some new shirts I picked out. Met her approval. Going to buy them. There you go. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on the Top 10 of Sports Show. Got to get rid of these horns. We'll be right back after this from Farm Bureau.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Back on the Top of the Sports Show, let's go to the phone. He's there, our buddy, our dear friend Tanner Cook, sports writer, John City Press, King Sport Times News. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very good. How about you, Tom?
I'm doing great. It's a busy time for you. It's a busy time for me. It's good. We got a lot of sports going on, so we'll get into some high school in a minute. Let's take a look at your beloved Yankees. What in the world's going on with the Bronx Bombers right now?
Well, I mean, we were doing okay there for a little bit. We swept the Mets, and then we went back to the tank again. It's not good. The lead is still shrinking, and I mean, Judge did hit his 50th last night, but we lost the game. So I don't know. It's a little bit perplexing right now. I don't really know what's going on. There's only like 30, 40 games left. We'll see how they do here coming down the stretch. I mean, you want to be playing your best ball going into October. Right now, we ain't playing our best ball right now, so a little bit perplexing right now. But we'll see how we do here last month of the season or so.
Tampa Bay's won 7 out of 10. Toronto's won 6 out of 10. So they're nipping at your heels. You're down to a 7-game lead, as you said, and so we'll see what the Yankees do. And they, let's see where they are. They will play today. The Yankees will do what? The Yankees will be. Oh, they're still on the left coast taking on the Angels tonight. So,
yes, they're still taking on the Angels.
In the Central Division, Cleveland leads Minnesota by a game and a half. The Twins have won 4 in a row. So, how do you like that division right now? Who do you think's going to win this thing?
I still like Cleveland to win, but Minnesota is, slowly catching up. We'll see how they do here the last month of the season. Twins are always, seem to be hanging around.
Houston leads Seattle in the West. Not much talking about there by 11.5 games. The wild card, Tampa Bay, Seattle, Toronto, and on the outside looking in, the Baltimore Orioles. Tell me about that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. The Orioles have had a really good season. This is their best season long as I can remember. I mean, they were good in the 90s when Cal Ripken was there, but it's been a long time coming for Baltimore. They really needed a good season, and finally they're having a good one. All those minor league prospects are starting to come up and make their debuts, and they're, seeing the fruits of their labor come to fruition.
In the National League East, the Mets lead the Braves by 3. The Mets have won 6 out of 10. The Braves have won 7 out of 10. How do you see that division going down the stretch?
It's going to be close. It's going to be really, really close. I think the Mets still pull it out, though.
DeGrom's back, so their pitching's pretty stout, isn't it?
Yeah. The Mets pitching is pretty stout. Yeah, they got DeGrom. I think they got Scherzer still right now. He might be hurt, but I don't know. But Atlanta's, they're getting healthy too. So this is a pretty. It's gonna be a pretty competitive division coming down the stretch here.
We're talking to Tanner Cook. We're live here at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth. In the Central Division, the Cardinals lead Milwaukee by 6. Pujols did it again last night. This guy just continues to hammer out home runs. I sure hope he doesn't retire this year.
I think he is going to retire this year, but I think he wants to hit 700. I mean, he's got a whole month left to hit 6 home runs. He's been on a tear here lately, so I just hope he can get there. He's he's a good player, and I think it's Bonds, Ruth, and Hank Aaron that have been the only ones to hit 700. So for him to be, club member number 4 there in the elite 700 home run club would be pretty cool.
Here's a crazy stat from last night. The home run he hit off to Ross Detweiler of Cincinnati, the 450th different pitcher he's hit a home run off of. Is that not crazy?
That's crazy. Yeah, that's amazing how many pitchers he's faced.
Yes, and no matter what they bring to him, they can't stop him. He hits home runs off 450 different guys. That's crazy. He's now 2 home runs shy of Rodriguez for 4th in the all-time list at 696. Also, he's had 15 home runs in a season for the 21st time in his career. Is that not crazy? I mean, all these now, these numbers are Hall of Fame, no question for this guy. So we're talking to Tanner Cook. Let's switch to college football. Tennessee, Ball State. How do you like him on Friday night? Thursday night, I'm sorry. Thursday night.
Yeah. Tennessee should win this game by at least 4 scores, I would think. But season opener, you really don't know what to expect. I think Tennessee will win pretty handily.
Out of curiosity, where are you right now? Because
I'm here at the Barbaritos in Kingsport. I just, at corner talking to you.
I got you, because I hear somebody back there screaming. I'm thinking, where is this man? So, all right, so he's at a local restaurant in town, or in the Tri-Cities. We're talking to buddy Tanner Cook. So, Tennessee and Ball State. What about Virginia Tech and Old Dominion? What about the Hokies? Think they can get a win on the road at Old Dominion?
This is a little bit tougher of a game than people think it's going to be. Old Dominion is not bad. They beat Virginia Tech up there in Blacksburg a few years ago. I think that this may be a little bit tougher of a game than people think it's going to be. I would not be surprised if Old Dominion wins, but I'm still going to pick Tech just because it's Virginia Tech, and they should win the game.
3 pretty good matchups in the first full week of college football. We'll start with the obvious, Oregon and Georgia. 11th ranked Oregon taking on Georgia. The Bulldogs number 3 in Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Georgia or Oregon? Who do you like there?
Give me the defending national champs. I'll take Georgia in that
one. All right. Number 23, Cincinnati. Number 19, Arkansas. Another top 25 matchup. Who do you like there, the Bearcats or Arkansas at home?
I'll take the Hogs.
All right. And then you have Notre Dame, number 5, the Fighting Irish are going to be in Columbus, take on the second-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State gets that one on Saturday night or Notre Dame?
New head coach for Notre Dame, so I'm going with the experienced guy in Ryan Day. I'd take the Buckeyes as much as I hate to say it.
All right. I understand. I totally understand that. Well, you mentioned Ohio State down here. A lot of people just cringe. They don't like the Buckeyes, do they?
No. I am not a fan of Ohio State. I'm not really a fan of any of those Big Ten teams. Since we're in the South, and those Big Ten teams up north kind of always look down upon us Southerners and say, they're just a bunch of hicks.
There you go.
But
that's what they do.
But we beat them.
Yeah,
so.
We beat them consistently. We just don't beat them. We beat them consistently, and this year probably will be no exception with Alabama and Georgia loaded for bear. Also Thursday night, East Tennessee State opens up their new season. New coach with George Quarles will host Mars Hill at 7:30 on Thursday night in Johnson City. You like the Bucks? You like Mars Hill in this one?
Mars Hill is a better than average D2 team, but ETSU has a lot coming back. And Quarles, I know he's a good coach. I mean, just look what he did at Maryville a few years ago and how he's done it for him here in his first few years in the collegiate ranks. I think he's going to end up being a really good coach for ETSU. I'll take the Bucks in this one.
You've been covering a lot of high school sports. Let's switch to that category. We're talking to Tanner Cook. We're live here at Double C Western Supply. Jeff Beverly, bottom of the hour, again breaking down the Tennessee Ball State game on Thursday night. So, been covering a lot of high school sports. Which sport you been covering a lot of?
You name it, I've probably covered it already this year, except golf. So, it's did cross country meet over the weekend. Football done a couple of times. Volleyball, of course, during the week. Like I said, the only sport I haven't covered so far yet is golf. So it's a little bit interesting.
Let's talk about the volleyball. Who have you covered so far, and what's your take on volleyball right now?
I haven't really covered the Three Rivers yet as much. I've been focusing a lot on the Big Five. Science Hill and DB are both very good. That conference is pretty even, I believe. Not too much separation between the top teams and the bottom teams in that league. I think DB and Science Hill are probably the two best right now, but Westridge and Boone are both nipping at their heels, and Crockett's a good team too. So we'll see. We'll see how the rest of the league shakes out.
Yep, we've got volleyball tonight, as a matter of fact. We've got Elizabethton and Johnson County. Volunteers shut them out last night 3-0. Apparently Tennessee has got a pretty good volleyball team too.
Yeah, Tennessee has really good. They got beat by DB yesterday, but they're still pretty good.
What about on the soccer side? Who have you covered so far, and who do you like in soccer right now?
I've only covered Dobbins Bennett, so I really haven't gotten all that much of a sample size. But I mean, Science Hill's always really, really good, and DB's always good as well. So I think Science Hill's probably the clear-cut better team again this year. I think they've got some ridiculous long conference winning streak against everybody else. So we'll see. I think they're supposed to meet here in a few weeks, so we'll see who actually is the better of the two teams.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at some high school football. We're talking to our buddy Tanner Cook. Got him for a couple of more minutes here. Let's take a look at Morristown East at Dobbins Bennett in 6A. You like the Indians at home or Morristown East on the road?
I'll take the Indians.
All right. Westridge at Science Hill in Johnson City. Hilltoppers or Westridge?
This is a real big prove-it game for both teams. I mean, both of them won big in the opening week. Of course, Science Hill beating Elizabethton and Westridge beating Volunteer, and then both of them got hammered last week against probably a little bit better teams. I mean, Boone's really good, and beating Westridge like they did 33-0. And of course, Anderson County, we know how good they are consistently year in and year out. Just going up there and destroying Science Hill like they did. This is a tough one. I really don't know. Just depends on who rebounds better. But, something is telling me to take Westridge in this one. And I think I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to take Westridge in this one.
In 5A football, good matchup. Undefeated Crockett at 2-0 at Morristown West. They also are 2-0. So you like Crockett on the road or Morristown West at home Friday night?
I think David Crockett is legit again this year. I'll take the Pioneers on the road.
All right. You have South Green at Happy Valley in 2A. South Green's 0-2. Happy Valley's 1-1. Who do you like there at Happy Valley?
South Green's had a really tough schedule. I mean, they played Boone, and I think they played Catholic last week. So, those are two of the hardest teams that you'll face in the state. So, I'm going to take South Green in this one. But this is a big prove-it game for Happy Valley, too.
Of course, our broadcast on Friday night, Elizabethton at Greenville, 7th time they're going to be meeting, and the Cyclones won 5 out of the last 6. Who do you like Friday night, Elizabethton on the road or Greenville at home?
I think Greenville's a little bit better this year. I'm going to take the Green Devils. I need to see a little bit more from Elizabethton to start picking them.
All right, so we'll see what happens Friday night. So what do you got? What are you working on this week?
Volleyball tonight, volleyball Thursday, and I'm supposed to be where you are on Friday down there at Burley Stadium, but we'll wait and see about that one. Yeah. I hope I get to go to that game. It should be fun.
Should be a fun game. Should be an electric atmosphere. Weather's supposed to be hot and good, and the game will be hot and good on the field. Last time we were down in Greenville, of course, it was a big touchdown. Rollins to Jake Roberts for the big touchdown, the catch to beat them, and stopped an outstanding running back in Gudger, and so we eliminated them in the playoffs, so they've got revenge on their mind, and they should. And so should be a good football game. Both teams are fairly young. We've both lost a lot to graduation, so we'll see what happens Friday night. And hopefully I'll see your smiling face down in the press box. So there you go.
Hopefully.
Yes, sir. Tanner Cook, thank you, my friend. Great job. We'll get back with you next week, and thanks again for being a great contributor to the show, all right?
All right, thanks, Tom. You have a good one.
Yep, good man right there, our buddy Tanner Cook, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. We appreciate him bunches. We are live here again. We're on the road. As we said, we're here again at Double C Western Supply. I'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for Phil's Dream Pit. We're live here again at Double C on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So, as the late John Ward would say, it's football time in Tennessee. One of our great sponsors, of course, Phil's Dream Pit. And Dream Packs, tailgating on a Friday night, Saturday football game, even on Sunday watching the pros. The Dream Packs can really help you out. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we can do Dream Pack one of two ways. We can do them hot or we can do them cold. So if you want to have some of those for the NFL party, we can set you up with a cold, give you a really good instruction for heating it, making sure it's nice and fresh when you eat it. If you're talking college football, just come by the restaurant. We've got you ready to go. Dream Packs are going to include your meat. They're going to include 3 of our sides, and they're going to include your barbecue sauce and your bun. So if you take a pulled pork, for example, you're going to get a pound of pork for that for 4. If you do one for 4 people, you're going to get a pint of 3 of our sides. So you can do coleslaw, potato salad, beans are probably the most popular of those 3. You can also do macaroni salad, macaroni and cheese if you got kids eating. We got a really good mac and cheese we worked hard on over the years to get one that was decent, because we went through some that weren't very good. So we're pretty happy with it as well. It's an exciting time here, and one thing I liked to do a lot last year, and late into the middle of the second quarter of a game, we go, call us now, put your order online, just tell us you want a halftime pickup, and we'll have it ready at halftime, because we always got them on the TV up here. We know exactly what's going on when the Vols are playing.
There you go. So Dream Packs, they feed them in increments of 4. Again, they're available here again at Phil's Dream Pit, Interstate 26, exit of Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, 349-6437. Social media, how do we find you?
Social media, we're on Facebook. You can also order online at philsdreampit.com. And brand new thing we're doing, just started today. If you're within 15 miles of the restaurant, we are doing Grubhub delivery as well. So
that's awesome. Hours are open. Hours are open.
11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Closed on Sunday, the Lord's Day, and we're closed on Monday to give our employees 2 days off like everybody else. Part of the reason we're full staff. We try to treat them well.
There you go. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, it is Phil's Dream Pit. Again, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Again, a proud sponsor here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Talking to Dr. Aaron Kaiser from Physical Therapy Services. Tell us what you're all about.
Well, we're physical therapy, and so what we do is we put people through rehab, whether it's surgical or non-surgical, and try to get them back as functionally possible as fast as we can so that they're functional.
Yep. Things you guys do, things that you offer, the ways you take care of people.
Okay, so we have a bunch of equipment that we get to use on people all the time. So we have an Alter G, which is an anti-gravity treadmill. We have a Biodex. We have new steps. We do a lot of manual. We do modalities. We really do it all. We treat knee replacements, shoulder replacements, rotator cuff. We do vertigo. We do carpal tunnel. We do neuropathy. We do it all.
Do it all,
yeah.
and do it well.
Thank you.
2 locations?
Yes, 2 locations. One is 1975 West Elk Avenue. That is our main orthopedic clinic. That's where we do the athletes and the adults and that kind of thing. And then we have a pediatric clinic. It's in medical care, 1500 West Elk Avenue, and that's where we have PT and OT for kids.
They have a lot to offer, folks, so the best way to do is find out through social media what they do offer, and how do we find you?
So we have Facebooks they're separate from both of them, the ortho clinic and the pediatric clinic. And then, of course, you can always just call us or grab me on a sideline. You'll probably find me there most of the time.
There you go. Dr. Aaron Kaiser, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports at Physical Therapy Services.
Thank you.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, got some more show and tell here. These are Missy said these are the shirts that are $10 right here. This is one of them. Normally $18. Look at this one. This one that says Happy Camper. Yeah, Happy Camper is one of them for $10. So there's one right there. All right, let's show another Simply Southern. These are right inside the door. These are $10, regular $18 to $24. These are 18, or this is 18 was. What's this say? This one says, mightier than the sea is his love. Love it. Look at that right there. Love these Simply Southerns. They always have a great message. Hope I'm showing it for you. Yep. $10, long sleeve, Simply Southern shirt. Got one more here for you. Actually, two more to see. This one says Messy Bun. Messy Life, Messy Bun. All right, there you go. So, Simply Southern, there's the rest of it. Messy Bun, Messy Life, Messy Bun, don't care. So her hair's messed up. She doesn't matter. Okay, and then there's this last one right here. This one says, God is within her. She will not fall. How about that? I like that. Kind of a hunter green shirt. $10. God is within her, and she will not fall. Riding that bike. So there's that. All right, let me show you these. They got a couple more Cyclone prints that they have. I bought this one myself. The first time I walked in, I saw this. I got to have this because I love this. In Elizabethan, we love Jesus and pray for touchdowns. Whew, I like that. Bought me a double X. Didn't waste any time. Said I want that one. So here's another one that says built different. Cyclones. It's another print available here. So I bought her this one. In fact, she had it on yesterday. It says we are the Cyclones, taking it off of We Are Marshall. So there you go. And we are the Cyclones. I guess you can see it. I can't see what I'm showing. Okay, yep, it is. And then one more Cyclone print. This is a tie-dyed print of Tuffy. Orange tie-dye, which is really cool. Tie-dyed's in for the young people. These are all available here at Double C Western Supply. Got a good supply. Now, let me show you a couple of more. These are half-offs. And I just grabbed them off the rack. I hope they appeal to you because I said, man, this is pretty. This is a print. This goes retail for $20. It's $10. That right there. So long sleeve shirt with a kind of it's a cactus flowered print, kind of a peach color. $10 for that. All right, that's on sale. It's half off. This is the Crazy Train. And it retails $70, half price. It's $35 for this jacket. It's got the print at the top around the collar, of course. And, man, this is puffy. It's warm, too. Guarantee that's a puffy size, warm. What is the size of this one? Because this is the only one they've got. Jackson Hole is the name of this outfit, or name of this jacket. It's a large. $35. It's half price. Lady looked good in that with a black shirt and some blue jeans and some boots. Woo, look good. All right, and then grab this one off the rack. This is a Wrangler print shirt. This is for the gentleman. $25, half price, $12.50. It's got the kind of Aztec print on it. So there is that. So these are some on the clearance rack. Have I already shown these? I have. Here's some pants. These are the Ariat Rebar Made Tough pants. These are 3230s. These are stretch. Here they are, and they retail for $49. Right here, these are the Ariat Rebar, which are extra strong, and they've got the thick stitching on it, so it won't tear as easily as maybe others. I got the jean shirt with horses on it, and I'm obsessed. There you go, Baker. She's a piece of work. I'm glad her son's okay. Ain't nothing worse when you got your kids hurt or sick. I don't care what anybody says. When your kid's sick or hurt, you do the best you can. And at that point, you got to turn them over to the Lord or her. You feel so helpless because they're hurt or they're sick. And so I'm glad Cam's back. So he's a good kid. Got good folks. Durastretch right there. This is kind of I don't know what the color. I call it maybe a sand color. This is more like an olive green color. These are the Rebar pants available here again at Double C. And then let me reach over and get these real quick. Hang on if I can get to them. Oh. Yep, see if I can do this right here. Yep. Diana's not here today, folks. We're winging it, so we miss her. Get back here soon. So this is a Rebar Ariat shirt. Durastretch, full range of motion. Good-looking shirt. For those guys working outdoors, need something a little bit more heavier. And it feels warm down in there, too. Yep. So this is an Ariat Rebar work shirt. Or shirt. Don't have to be a work shirt. Here's a zip-up hoodie from Ariat. Again, with the hood on it. And this comes in a kind of a charcoal color. So, And that one's available here again at Double C Western Supply. And then the last one we got here is a charcoal gray, kind of a cobalt blue color, I guess for lack of a better term. These retail, by the way, for $60. So there you go. All right, here's of course, everything's on DoubleCWesternSupply.com. Here's the beauty of it. When you buy it here, the owner is here. They're not in some headquarters in Charlotte or wherever. So it stops and starts right here inside of Double C Western Supply, where all the Chacos are 50% off. Here's that Chaco. There's one style we got for you. Been showing that the whole show, but they've got all kinds of them in there, right there. What's left anyway. And there you have it. Double C, that Chaco's 50% off. So, as I said, I've already bought some and laid them away, or going to lay them away for Christmas, or hide them, not lay them away, take them home and squirrel them and hide them so people can't see them. I've already made some purchases myself of the Chacos at 50% off. How could you not take advantage of that? That's a great deal. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. Jeff Beverly's going to break down Tennessee Ball State, our final guest on the show. We're live here at Double C Western Supply, just kind of winging it here. On this Tuesday, tomorrow will be at Chick-fil-A. Back here in Elizabethton Thursday, not sure where I'm going to be. Food City Friday on Friday game day. Don't know where I'm going to be for that one either, but we got one of the 2 or 3 food cities are wanting us to come. I got to decide which one we'll go to, which is always cool. Quick break, right back. Jeff Beverly talking Tennessee football next.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy, where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them it's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
My name is Michael Vance, Vice President of Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Advanced Heat Pump Systems has been open and providing service for over 35 years. The services we provide are installation and service of home heating and cooling systems. Our company's goal is to provide quality service for our customers. The reason you should hire Advanced Heat Pump Systems is because we offer a dependable, quality, trained technician to service your heating and air conditioning.
Hi, this is Big Country, and you're watching my buddy Tom Taylor and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. We're Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton. We'll be here for a few more minutes. Coming up tonight, we got volleyball. The Lady Cyclones taking on Johnson County's Lady Longhorns. We'll hit it about 6:15, 6:20 with first serve at 6:30 tonight. Looking forward to that. Let's go to the phone. He's there. Our buddy Jeff Beverly, our resident UT expert on our show. We appreciate him so much. Been with us, I guess, 3 or 4 years now. He's been with us on the show. And this is show number 1691. Let's get in one more before we get going here. Let me give you the verse of the day one more time. We always like to dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Psalms 9:10 says, "And they who know your name will lean on and confidently put their trust in you. For you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you." He will never turn his back on you. He loves you unconditionally. There's not anything you can do to make him love you more. Not anything you do to make him love you less. He just loves you. And John 3:16 settles it. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, Tom. How about you, buddy?
I'm doing great. Tennessee football. Josh Heupel's second season. Ball State coming to town Thursday night. Break it down. Is this a checkbook game? Will this be a tough game for Tennessee, or should this be a big orange blowout?
Well, I think it should be a big orange blowout. Tennessee comes in second year under Coach Heupel. Last year, the first game was Bowling Green, and really didn't know what to expect. They were still sorting through the quarterback situation. Ended up, Joe Milton wasn't the guy, and after Hendon Hooker took over as the starting QB, the team really took off. And so now they've had the full year of off season, spring ball, summer ball, fall practice. I expect this team to hit the ground running, be a sort of a well-oiled machine on offense. And it's just going to be a matter of how well some of the defensive players can step up with a year experience and get a few people back from injury, getting a couple of transfers, and see how well the defense holds up. But it should be an exciting year for Tennessee football.
Let's start with the defensive side. We'll talk offense in a minute. We all know about McCoy's going to be ready to go for the Big Orange now, and so he's been cleared to play. It's a big shot in the arm for the offense. Let's talk defense. Who are some of the guys you're counting on to kind of lay the wood to them come Thursday night against Ball State?
Well, I think you have to start on the offensive line. Defensive end, Byron Young, super fast, super quick. He's not real big in terms of his weight, but he's really fast. Sort of reminds, if people go back, remember sort of Leonard back in back in the day, just a really fast defensive end. Had a really good season last year. The other end, Tyler Barron, he's got a lot of potential, a bit bigger player, but the other defensive end. So I think Tennessee wants to see him play every down in terms of really putting forth the effort and being 100% on every play. He had a couple of injuries last year, sort of nicked him up. But, those two defensive ends, that's where it starts with the pass rush. In the middle, you've got a couple of big guys in there. You got Karat Garland, 6'3", 210, and Byron Eason at 6'3", 300. Those guys should handle one of the tackle spots. And, of course, Omari Thomas, the junior from Memphis, 6'4", 320. And you got Elijah Simmons in there, too, the big guy, 6'2", 340 as a backup. And you got a couple of freshmen on the defensive line that hopefully will be the defensive players of the future. Joshua Joseph, James Pierce, and Tyree West. Look for those players to start getting some playing time early. Linebacker-wise, you had to get Juwan Mitchell back from injury. He played in a couple of games last year that transferred from Texas, and he missed most of the year with the injury. So he's back, and Aaron Beasley is a senior, and I think he's finally going to maybe get some significant playing time. He's a fast player for a linebacker. And, of course, the other linebacker is Jeremy Banks, all preseason SEC, and on the preseason All-American list as well. I think as the defense goes, they'll go as Jeremy Banks does. He's a player who plays with a lot of intensity, plays sometimes past the whistle. He's been known to get a couple of late hits, those kind of things over the years. But he's a really solid player. Led the team in tackles last year, one of the leaders in the SEC in tackles. Look for him to be sort of the linchpin of that whole defense at the linebacker spot. Secondary, they really played 5 secondary players. Cornerbacks, that was a struggle last year for them. They've got a junior college transfer, D. Williams, who will come in. He may not start right off, but he'll probably be a starter by year end. Warren Burrell comes back as one cornerback spot. Of course, a lot of Tennessee fans remember the rough game he had in the Music City Bowl against Purdue. But to his defense and to a lot of the secondary defense, so they had a lot of injuries last year. They were playing nicked up. They just didn't have the bodies back there. They've got a few more players. They got a couple of transfers. We mentioned one already. Wesley Walker, transfer from Georgia Tech, at the star or the nickel position, should get a lot of playing time. He's a big player, 6'1", 204. And then Andrew Turrentine from a transfer from Ohio State at safety. He and Jalen McCullough will probably be the strong safety, and then Trayvon Flowers, of course, the other safety. So they got a lot of experience in the secondary. They didn't play that well last year, as we all know, but a lot of that's got to do with pass rush too. So if the up front guys we mentioned can get the pass rush going, put pressure on the quarterback, and not allow him to sit back there like Pickett and Young, some of those guys did last year, the secondary should have a better year this year. So overall, I think really the defense should be improved over last year's team.
I don't think there's any question we're talking to Jeff Beverly. Love what he does. Again, we break down all 3 facets of the game. It's always the X factor, always. Against Science Hill, part of the problem with Elizabethton was the kicking game. We had one partially blocked, missed a field goal. So kicking game is huge in every game. I know folks downplay this, but it's the truth. And you know that. You followed football for years and years and years. So Tennessee's kicking game, field goals, punting, who's the guy's going to do it or guys going to do it this year?
Well, to get both their kickers back, Chase McGrath, of course, he's a transfer from USC, came in last year. He's back for his redshirt senior year. He'll be the place kicker and, very accurate, not tremendous distance, but, from 40 in, 45 in, very, very accurate. Paxton Brooks is a senior. He's been a punter since he was a freshman. He's a preseason All-American as a punter. Expect the kicking game to be solid. In kickoff, return, and punt return, that's where we got some new players this year. Punt return, we mentioned D. Williams a moment ago, the defensive, the safety or the cornerback coming in, the junior college guy. He's probably going to be the punt returner. Very quick, very fast player, electric with the ball. He's done that a lot at junior college, return kicks. Had a very high average at junior college returning kicks. So look for him to be a punt returner. Kick returner, probably right now, Jimmy Holiday. He's a junior. Wide receiver, came in a couple years ago. He's not really had a real chance to really shine a lot, but he's a super fast player. Again, one of those players that you want to find a place to get him on the field with his hands on the football. And so kick returner should be his spot. He's got a little bigger. He's 6'0", 205 now. He's got a little bit bigger, still real fast. So the kicking game, I'm excited for the kick return, both punt and kicker off return teams this year. I suspect that'll be a strong suit for Tennessee.
Of course, the last facet of the game would be the offensive side of the football. A lot of hype and a lot of talk about this offensive unit now with McCoy back. So break it down. You've talked about a hooker. Who's running the football for Tennessee on Thursday night? How good are these guys? And who else going to be out there catching the football besides McCoy?
Well, you mentioned, of course, Hendon Hooker all starts at the quarterback position, especially with his offense of Josh Heupel. He's a trigger man. Excited for his redshirt senior year, and excited to see what he can do really in full control of this offense. They're adding a lot of the offense they didn't have last year, so it's going to be exciting. Running back, Jabari Small is back. Of course, Tyron Evans, transferred to Louisville. And so Jabari Small will be back. He'll be the starter. He's picked up a little weight. He's gained about 15 pounds. So he's 5'11", 213 listed. But he's gotten stronger. He had a shoulder issue last year. Hurt his shoulder early in the season. It bothered him all year. But he's healthy. If he can stay healthy, he'll be the main back for sure. Jalen Wright, the sophomore, he got a lot of playing time last year, especially in the bowl game. He was about the only healthy back they had left in the bowl game in the second half against Purdue. And so he'll be the back. He's been nursing an injury in the fall camp, but I think he's going to be 100%. Don't know how much he'll see him against Ball State. So maybe let him take another week to really get healthy. Then the two freshmen, Dylan Sampson and Justin Williams-Thomas. Very excited about these two guys, especially Dylan Sampson. He's got track speed. He gets an open field. There's nobody's going to catch him. And he's really taken to the offense really well. And so both those freshman running backs should get a lot of playing time. Of course, they lost Beneath Whitehead to the injury back in the summer. He's going to miss the whole year. He would be in the third running back. But these two freshmen are going to come in and really, I think, have a big impact for the offense. Lynn J. Dixon, transfer from Clemson in West Virginia into Tennessee, he just there about a week, and then he decided, I guess he saw that Sampson and the other freshman, Williams Thomas, were going to maybe be ahead of him on the depth chart. So I think he decided to move on to another venue. So I don't really remember who he ended up, but he was on there for about a week. Wide receivers, we're going to know about Cedric Tillman, returning senior. Unbelievable year last year. He'll be preseason All-American list kind of thing this year. He'll get the most attention, obviously. On the other side, you mentioned Brew McCoy. That's a big plus to get him eligible for USC to finally come through with that, and NCAA to get that eligibility squared away. I expect he'll be the starter, although Walker Merrill may actually get the start technically Thursday night. But Brew McCoy's going to be a big play guy opposite of Tillman. Then in the slot, you'll have Jalen Hyatt and Jimmy Callaway will be getting a lot of playing time. Hyatt, of course, was injured a lot last year, but he's got really good speed. He's a junior. He's shown some flashes going back to his freshman year. And one of the guys that a lot of people are excited about, Squirrel White. He's a freshman. He's a little guy. He's 5'10", 165. but unbelievable speed. And I think he and Dylan Sampson were the two fastest players in fall camp on the whole squad, the two freshmen. So excited to see what Squirrel White can do with his hands on the football. Really, really fast player. Tight end's really strong point for the team. Princeton Fant, Jacob Warren, both seniors. Both will see a lot of playing time. A couple of freshmen and sophomores will be bringing up along with them. But Fant and Warren will be your two main tight ends for sure. Offensive line, the left tackle position is going to be the real key. Their other four positions, Darnell Wright, Jamonte Spraggins, Cooper Mays, and Jerome Carbon, have all started a lot of football for Tennessee. Very experienced offensive line across, with the exception of the left tackle. So you've got Gerald Mincy. He's a transfer from Florida. He's a sophomore, and they really want him to be the guy. But we'll see. Jeremiah Crawford is a senior. He's been there for a while, but he's a big player also. They're all big across the offensive line. We know that. But don't know exactly who will start at left tackle. But one of those guys needs to step up and really solidify that position. If they can't, they may have to move Darnell Wright back to left tackle, which would mean Dane Davis or some other guys will get right tackle playing time. So we're hopeful that one of those, either Mincy or Crawford, will really step up and just take that left tackle position. And that's really the only, unknown going into the game, going into the season, really, on the offensive side is really the left tackle position. So we'll see how they both play. Ball State may not be a real good test from that standpoint, although they do have a couple of good defensive line players at Ball State. And I'm sure they're going to really probably focus on that one position since that's an unknown for Tennessee. But really the test will come the next week at Pitt. Pitt's got one of the strongest defensive fronts in all college football this year, so that'll be the real test for that offensive line.
We're talking to Jeff Beverly again. We got a few minutes left here. Let's break down the SEC East, some of the other teams playing, and we'll go in no particular order. South Carolina and Georgia State. You like the Gamecocks or Georgia State out of the SEC East?
Well, obviously you say the Gamecocks, but Georgia State came to Knoxville a couple of years ago and pulled a huge shocking upset on Pruitt's second team. So, you never say never in college football for sure, but South Carolina should win that one.
Missouri and Louisiana Tech. What do you think, the Tigers or Louisiana Tech in that one?
That's odd that they would be going to Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech's been a decent team over the years. I don't know how good they're going to be this year. Missouri, they're an unknown too. They have to replace a lot of players, new quarterback. That will be a tough road trip for Missouri, but we'll give them the edge just because of Missouri and the SEC.
Also in the SEC East, Vanderbilt, after putting 63 on Hawaii, will come back home to entertain Elon in Nashville. Were you surprised they put 63 points on Hawaii?
Yeah, I was very surprised. Although, looking at Hawaii after the game, I went back and read a little bit. They had 51 new players on Hawaii's team this year. They got through a big coaching change. A lot of players left. So they're really a completely new team at Hawaii. I don't think they really had a lot of chance to get things done yet. But but surprised Vanderbilt was able to score 63 on anybody. They should have no problem with Elon this weekend.
Lexington, Saturday night, 20th ranked Kentucky hosting Miami of Ohio. Would it be Miami or the Wildcats going to get them in a Kroger Field?
Wildcats should get that, but they've got some players suspended. They do some off-the-field incidents. Don't know how long they're going to be out, at least this first game. So that could make it a little more interesting, perhaps, but I think Kentucky should be able to handle that one.
Billy Napier's debut at Florida Field coming up on Saturday evening at 7 o'clock on ESPN against 7th-ranked Utah. The Utes or the Florida Gators in Gainesville? Who do you like there?
Well, that's a tough opener for Napier for his first game as Florida's coach. Utah is very strong. They're tough. I mean, they're across the board, defensively, offensively. I think Utah will win that one. It's tough to go to Gainesville to win. Granted, but this is their first game. They're just getting their thing going down there with Napier. Kentucky's Florida's got a really tough September. Utah, Kentucky, and Tennessee all in September, so they've got a rough start. Yeah, I would expect Utah to come out on top down there.
And of course, the big one, 3rd-ranked Georgia, the defending national champs at Mercedes-Benz Stadium at 3:30 on Saturday against 11th-ranked Oregon. Bulldogs or the Ducks down in Georgia on Saturday.
That's sort of a home game for Georgia, although technically it's a neutral site, but it's a home game for Georgia. Oregon coming all the way across the country. I just don't think they'll have enough for Georgia. Although Georgia replaces practically their whole defense in terms of starters. Almost all of them got drafted in the NFL. So unbelievable deep, a generational type defense last year for Georgia. We'll see how they backups are awesome, as we know. Stetson Bennett's going to be the quarterback for Georgia. Not spectacular, but steady. So the game will probably be closer than what people think. Georgia, I think, will win, but it may be a little bit closer than what people think.
Tennessee Ball State Thursday night. Give me a score. What do you think?
I think Tennessee will win something like 56-17, something like that. They got to start fast. The main thing is come out of this game with no injuries. They don't want to get somebody injured against Ball State. We mentioned the left tackle position. I mentioned the kickoff and punt return guys. Let's see how they do. Those could be some game changers in really close ball games, down the stretch. And then get those freshman running backs some playing time, get them going. Because what we needed for depth, when you get into the meat of the SEC, you can't have just one running back. You've got to have 3 or 4. And so get those guys going, get them some touches, get them some early confidence. But, Tennessee should win this game going away. I think be interesting to see who they play in the second half, if they're able to get out to a big lead at halftime, which I think everybody expects. See if Joe Milton can get some playing time in the second half. And the freshman, Taven Jackson, the other freshman quarterback, it's going to be interesting going into the next year once Hendon Hooker's gone and Nico Amaliva coming in with Taven Jackson and maybe Joe Milton for his 6th year. We'll see. But this year, it's Hooker's team, it's Hooker's ball game, and expect the balls to roll early.
Let's just, for kicks, keep track of this every week. You say 56-17. I'm going to take Tennessee 44-10. So we'll see who's close on the old point differential. So you'll go 56-17 if you'll write that down, because I'll never remember that. I don't know what I did 10 minutes ago. So 56-17, you've got the Big Orange. I've got them 44-10. Either way, the Vol Nation should be singing a lot of Rocky Top Thursday night down at Neyland Stadium. And, of course, as the late John Ward would say, it's football time in Tennessee. So it's here, and we're glad that it's here.
Yeah.
Jeff Beverly, great report, my friend, as always. Thank you. We'll check back in next week. See, next week they play Pitt on Saturday. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll get back together late next week and recap this one and talk about the Pitt Panthers in Pittsburgh next weekend for Tennessee football. Thank you, my friend.
It sounds good. And for people that are going down Saturday or Thursday, if you're going down Thursday, they got a new ticketing process. It's all digital tickets this year. So, they expect long lines. It's the first game with this whole digital process, new scanners to scan it with your phone kind of thing. So it's going to be a different process for Tennessee for home games. So if you're going down early, or if you're going to the game, go early and just expect some longer lines to get in on this first game, this new system, and allow you to have plenty of time to get there. And the field, I saw a picture this morning. The field looks great. They've got the field resolved after all the construction. The new north end zone Jumbotron's in place. The new ball signs are on top of the south end zone. So stadium's ready, and it should be an exciting time Thursday night.
You got it. Great report, sir. We'll talk to you next week, all right?
That sounds great. Have a good weekend, Tom.
Yep, good man right there. Our buddy Jeff Beverly. Love what he brings to this show. Again, previewing this, obviously, the Tennessee Ball State game. Next week, he'll be previewing the Tennessee Pitt game. He'll do it each week for us. We appreciate him doing that. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll run down all the sports going on today in high school for this Tuesday. Soccer and volleyball, and, of course, run down the high school football schedule for Friday night as well. It's here. We like to talk it up, folks, because everybody gets jacked up for high school football on Friday night as well. We should. And so we'll run all down all the games being played Friday night in Tennessee and Virginia right after this from one of our new sponsors, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hello, my name is Mark Fowler, and it is my joy and honor to serve as the pastor of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. And I'm thrilled to be a part of a church that has a great heritage and history of serving in the Elizabethan community. And we are encouraging people to understand they have a responsibility to know their Creator, to know God, and to understand His purpose for their life. And so we're thrilled to be a part of a church that has something for young people and for teenagers and for children and for families, to where they can discover what God wants for their life. We'd love to have you come be a part of us.
Courses, tell me all about that, would you please?
Oh yeah, we have several free resources. We have financial calculators. So what you could do is visit bmycu.org, and if you want to learn how to get your debt paid down or how long it's going to take you to pay your mortgage off, anything like that, you go right on our website, bemycu.org, go to resources, and then you can find financial calculators, and it's just really cool. It does the work for you, and then we got the financial planner available for you at the main office, always there to help you. She is wonderful. And then this week we are opening our student branches, and I'm going to bring Velda in next week, and she's going to tell you a little bit about student branches and what that entails next week. And electronic services such as bill pay, e-statements, mobile app, all that fun stuff. We have insurance products, accidental death or dismemberment. That's free to our members. 2,000 of that. You just have to be a member and turn it in. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And discounted tickets. People love those. You got Dollywood, Carowinds, Biltmore tickets. If you want more information, once again, you visit bemycu.org and get those. And then we've got Business Spotlight for business accounts. You can display your business at one of our 4 locations when it's available all month, and it's free, and showcase what you got.
Locations are where?
In Roe Mountain, in Elizabethan, one on 19E, and then one behind Elizabethan High School. And then we've got one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
You've already said it, but again, social media, how do we find you?
You find me at Northeast Community Credit Union on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or bemycu.org, or you can call us at 423-547-1200.
One of the great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the great folks again at Northeast Community Credit Union, our good friend, Miss Andrea Lewis. Back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's again run down what we got for you again for scheduling today. Girls soccer, let's start there in Tennessee. Science Hill, Crockett, Westridge at Daniel Boone. Elizabethton goes to Sullivan East today. You have Tennessee High at Greenville. Unicoi County at Volunteer, West Green at University High, and Lakeway Christian will be at Providence Academy. In soccer today. In volleyball today, Unicoi County at Tennessee High, South Green and Dobbins Minute at Sevier Middle School. And, of course, our match will be in game. The Cyclones in Johnson County will hit it at 6:15, 6:20. First serve at 6:30 tonight at John Treadway Gym. That'll be going on in Tennessee. Now in Virginia, volleyball today. Gate City at Virginia High. Patrick Henry will be at Union. Ryco's ladies will play volleyball at John Battle tonight. Grundy, Ridgeview. Hancock County, Kentucky will be at Thomas Walker. And Castlewood at Lebanon. It should be Hancock County, Tennessee, I believe. Thomas Walker and Castlewood will be at Lebanon. And that's going on again in Virginia. All right, so let's take a look at high school football coming up on Friday night. First off in Tennessee, actually a couple of Thursday games. Volunteer at Seymour, 2 future opponents for the Cyclones. Chucky Doak at Johnson County and Claiborne at West Green. All that's on Thursday. On Friday, 6A football, Morristown East at Dobbins Minute. Westridge, the Wolves will go to Johnson City to Kermit-Tipton Stadium and take on the Hilltoppers at Science Hill. Jefferson County at William Blount. 5A football, Goodwin, both undefeated. Crockett at 2-0 and Morristown West at 2-0. In 4A football, Sullivan East will go to Granger to battle the Grizzlies. Elizabethton and Greenville, that's our broadcast going on at 6:30, kickoff at 7. Audio only from Burley Stadium in Greenville. Richard Van Huss, Cassidy Fowler, and yours truly going to bring it to you. South Green and 2A will be traveling to Warriors Hill to battle Happy Valley Friday night. Cosby will go to Jellicoe. Non-conference games, Tennessee High, Pulaski County, Virginia. Cocke County will be at Heritage on Friday night. Madison County, North Carolina invades Unicoi County. Hampton will travel to Avery County, North Carolina. The Bulldogs on the road into the Tar Heel State. Cloudland hosting Rockwood. Unaka hosting Harlan County, Kentucky. And North Green will be home to Lakeway Christian. Then on Saturday, Cherokee will play Daniel Boone at noon at Nathan L. Stadium in Gray. That's what's going on there. So that's all that you know there. In Tennessee football now in Virginia, one Thursday game, Lehigh at Eastside. Then everything else on Friday night, Gate City, the Blue Devils travel to Radford. Union will be at Richlands. Wise Central hosting Marion. The Virginia High Bearcats hosting the John Battle Trojans on Friday night in Bristol. Abington goes to Christiansburg. Ridgeview at Grundy. Holston home to Twin Springs. Rye Cove, the War Eagles hosting Northwood on Friday night. J.I. Burton travels to Chilhowie. Thomas Walker goes to Hurley. And Honaker will be at Castlewood. That's your games going on again for Friday night in the great state Virginia, the Commonwealth, if you will. That's going to do it. Big thank you to our guest today was Tanner Cook, sports writer, John City Press, Kingsport Times News. Laura Cook, scheduled to be with us, Sciennesville volleyball coach, and we had a miss something. Something was a mess up on the cell phone. Couldn't get her on. We're going to work on that for later this week. Let her talk volleyball. And then also just now, of course, Jeff Beverly previewing the Tennessee Ball State matchup on Thursday night at Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Back at it again tonight at 6:15 for Cyclone volleyball against Johnson County at John Treadway Gym. We'll hit it at 6:15. First serve right around 6:30 tonight. And looking forward to bringing you that for this Tuesday. Some volleyball again at John Treadway Gymnasium in Elizabeth. The verse of the day, we always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. It's his show. As I was telling some folks today, everything we do is controlled by him. I promise you, every breath we take, every step we take, everything we do, he controls. If you don't think so, you're crazy, because that's the way it is. And so he runs the show, and every breath we take is a gift from him, no question. Every step we take, everything we do is a gift from him, because it's his world. We're just passing through it. Psalms 9:10 says, "And they who know your name will lean on and confidently put their trust in you. For you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you." Psalms 9:10. What a verse. And they who know your name will lean on and confidently put their trust in you. For you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. Good way to wrap it. Wrap up show number 1691. Back tomorrow, doing it all over again from Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and we'll see you then. Tomorrow, Sean Whitten joins us. We've got Rick Anderson coming from the Boys and Girls Club. Greg Salyer talking Major League Baseball. Sean Whitten will be with us tomorrow previewing the Greenville football game. 7th time in 4 years we're playing them. The Cyclones have won 5 out of the last 6. This year, a tall task for both teams. This is one of those games, if you follow this rivalry, that you can throw the records out. Cyclones are 0-1. Greenville's 2-0. It won't matter. It's an emotional roller coaster in these ball games when you play these two teams play each other. It's wild. It's great. It's fun to call, and so we'll do it audio only on Friday night, but we'll talk to Coach Whitten and get his take on Greenville tomorrow here on the show. See you then, and back here tonight at 6:15 for volleyball. Wrapping it up, show number 1691 here again at Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton by telling you, as always, bloom where you plant it, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1691 from Double C Western Supply.